it again. Every time Nigeria is ringing bell. If I look on news, it is bell. If I look social media, it is problem. Eh? When I should be drinking coffee, they will make me to come online. They don't want to have me to rest. But you know what? You know what? The spirit in me, the Biafra spirit in me, I said, when I told you, if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people, I promise that I have 50 in me. You have not seen anything. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. It is not by my power. But, you know, as my own oru, I am a royal rucha. You understand? Till Biafra come. But today you are going to receive sense. The crypto, Nigeria crypto. As they are crippling your economy, they close border. They close the border. ESN came out automatically, you know, weaponized. It shocked them. It shocked them. They said, this border no work, oh. This close of border no work, oh. Now, how do we stop the funding now of this Sunday or Igbo? How do we stop the contribution? Let us stop the crypto. Because they were following Nigerians, southern Nigerians. Use crypto. We should open crypto. Use crypto. Don't use the Western Union. Don't use this. They say, so these people are doing crypto. Okay, let us slash them. Bah! They are not considering the economic impact of crypto. No. They are not considering how much the crypto is bringing to Nigeria economy. Their agenda is not to make Nigeria progress. No. They have a better agenda. Now you get the point. Now you get the point. My only problem is that why is it that you must wait? Thomas. Was Thomas born in Nigeria? Is Thomas a Nigerian? Is Thomas in the Bible in Nigeria? Are you a lineage of Thomas? Are you a lineage of Thomas? All of you have Thomas blood in your vein. How did you get Thomas blood in your vein? That it must happen to you first before you understand. Here we hear more. In Anokia, you hear more kind of man. Whoo! When we are telling you, you don't know, we are telling you, even we are not prophets, but everything we have said, everything we open this mouth to say, if it don't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. I want you to go from the beginning of this struggle. From the beginning. In fact, even the one that we are not sure of, once God asks us to say it, we will say it and God will do it. Hey! Woo! I said, did you see the prayer? May God harden the heart of the leaders in Nigeria so that we will tell them, the world may know that Obi is no longer a boy. I remember when we used to read the history of the Greeks, the Greek gods. I don't know, you know, of course you don't read all those things in Africa. The history of the Greek gods. Medusas. Medusa, they say Medusa is she look at when you look at Medusa, you turn into she will dry you and you become stone. Medusa have snake, you know, her hair. Medusa's hair is snake.
Before, Southern Sudan fought a war for 30 years. 30. Our own was only 3 years. Only our boss. 3 years only. Everybody ran away. Only 3 years. We don't want to build men that at the slightest sight of difficulty, they run away. We want to weed out all the chaffs. We need those that can sustain. Those who are relentless in the pursuit of our freedom until our freedom comes. No retreat and no surrender. How do you get them?
Buying and selling has put us into wait and take business in anything we want to do. Whatever that will take us time, we don't want it again.
Nobody wants
the problem with people.
You know your people at the slightest sign of difficulty, because they are used to buying and selling, they will run away.
Somebody is telling me here he doesn't want to even go back to that zoo safe or whatever.
But I said something before.
And the tribe were allowed to develop and govern themselves. And also, we were told that during is a question. Why is it that the Europeans are afraid of other countries within Africa, you know, may follow up the breakup of Nigeria, and they would want to break up and form their own country? I want you people to ask yourself, why are they thinking like this? Because I have come across a lot of arguments where somebody will say, okay, they want to maintain Nigeria so that, you know, because they are afraid. According to them, during the 1967-1970 Biafra, the issue was that if Biafra, you know, succeeded in breaking away from Nigeria, other African countries will want to follow suit. Now, I ask again, why are they afraid of that? My people, it is not about natural resources. Some people say they are afraid to lose natural resources. It is not afraid to lose natural resources. No. Of course, business is part of it. Business is part of it, which natural resources is also one of the factors. But this is not the issue. The issue here is not about the natural resources. Because anyhow, they are still going to have access to these natural resources. Somehow, they are going to have access to it. But it is not about natural resources. Well, so when natural resources is one compelling factor, but we should go beyond natural resources. It is time we begin to think beyond natural resources. It is not about natural resources. They are afraid of the economic power that will come from Africa when Africa divide along tribal line. Because you see, they know, they are afraid for you to know what they know. So it is not about natural resources. If you are thinking that it is because of natural resources, my brother, somehow you are right, but you are not right completely. You are getting the main point very wrong. The point here is that they are afraid of you adopting the system that made them what they are today. And what is that system? Dividing your country along tribal line. And that is what we want to do. That is exactly the brain we want to bring to Biafra. We want to bring Biafra, and Biafra will be divided along tribal line. That Efik, Ijo, Ichekiri, all these people will be the confederated state of Biafra. You are going to have your own government, your own autonomy, make decision, control your natural resources. If you have 1 trillion ton of whatever you have in your land, you control it. And we are going to have the central government. And it is going to be joint military. The military is going to be like a NATO. If anybody is attacked, the entire Biafra will come. So we are going to have one common defense system. One common defense system. You see, just like this Europe is a little bit different. Europe is, you know, they have countries and all that. And within this country of Europe, there are countries that have autonomy, that have also autonomy within their own countries. Believe me, This is what they don't want us to do. This is what they don't want you to do. The Europeans discover that when they are together as one bunch people with different background, different culture, different language, different understanding, different thinking, things were not working. Things were not working. From 1940, 1930s, 1950s, 1960s, when these countries in Europe were still in one big for nothing country, there were no progress. In fact, do you know that, let me tell you, when they tell you that in Nigeria, in a Benin or so, or is it in Ibadan or so, they have television before Switzerland. They have television, TV in Nigeria or in Yoruba land. Yoruba land, they have TV before Switzerland. Do you know why?
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this evening program. I appreciate everyone that have joined us. Please like and share to other platforms, share to family and friends. We are here once again to bring you information on things that are happening in the issue of Biafra. More especially today, our concern goes to the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And when you look at the topic, you will hear Finland betrayal. That is our concern. The Finnish authorities have betrayed their citizen, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And we choose the topic today, Finland betrayal. Biafra Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku arrest sparked global outrage. You know, for a very long time, Biafrans have been very silent, we've been quiet, giving Finland all the time to do what they are supposed to do. We have given Finland all the time to act accordingly as they are supposed to, but they have refused. They continue to detain our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, even when they know he has not committed any crime. They place different kinds of restriction against him, and they never allow people to get access to him. This is unheard of, and this is against his rights. All of a sudden, Finland have decided to tarnish their image and destroy their human rights status. Today, because a Biafran is involved, because an African is involved, Finland have thrown away their human rights, and today they are abusing the rights of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. They have restricted him even when he hasn't committed any crime, simply because of accusation led by a terrorist government, a government that their human rights record is zero, a government that has been involved in different kinds of criminality and crime, and yet, because of this information, the Prime Minister has been held incommunicado. And we can no longer be silent. Today, we can see there is outrage everywhere. The whole world is outraged. People are speaking, organizations are speaking and calling out the Finnish authority for them to desist from participating in this very criminal act with Nigerian government. It is time for them to stand up and do what they are supposed to do. They should obey the human rights of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Allow him his right. If you feel he has committed any crime, take him to court and prove your case. If he has not committed any crime, let him have access to his people. Do not restrict him. For you to tell us you are investigating and you investigate forever, and you restrict him from reaching out to his own people, this is against human rights and unacceptable by any means to anybody. Wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you to like and share this program. You never know who it will get to. Today, I'm going to share a program where you are going to hear the opinion of Biafrans. You hear the opinions of Biafrans and how Biafrans feel about this inhuman treatment on the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. We cannot let go, and we cannot pretend that all is well. We must continue to speak about this atrocity of the Finnish authorities against our Prime Minister. This inhuman treatment We will continue to talk about it until things change. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I want you to key into this program. Like and share it to everyone that is close to you. Let us listen and hear the opinion of Biafrans across the world, what they are saying about this recent development.
Of Bolgatanga in Upper East region. Namoche, I salute you. Is it Brother Chooks, right?
Christian.
Brahmans. Morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Uncle. How are you, sir?
We thank God, though. And you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I thank God that I have woken up today, at least to join you once again to continue my trash that I always talk about.
You're doing well. You're doing well. You're doing well, Brahman. Sometimes I see you in other platforms, you know, you are doing well. Keep on the good work.
Thank you, Namoche. Thank you, I'm grateful. You see, like Mazi Christian said, if you look at Ukraine, you see, militarily, if you look, Ukraine is not fighting, it's not defending themselves. Ukraine, the war between Russia and Ukraine is a proxy war by NATO members in order to get close at Russia, as close as they can at Russia. So this is what they are doing. It's a proxy war. Militarily, I am not in support of it. Do you remember that they signed an agreement not to allow Ukraine to be a member of NATO? Do you remember they signed an agreement under NATO that no defense weapons must be, stationed around Russia? But America started the intention of deploying, this air defense system in Poland. Have you forgotten?
Yeah.
As against the agreement they signed.
Yeah.
Now they are now trying to bring in Ukraine into NATO after signing that agreement with Russia. So if you were Russia, what will you do? Because the closer these people come to you, the more you are at risk. And that is the reason why Russia is responding with Cuba. I was in Cuba for some time. That is the reason why, because at Miami, you will be looking at Havana, where they call Miramar, Havana Miramar. In the night in the hotel, there was a hotel that I lived there, they called Neptune Triton Hotel. It's a twin tower hotel. At 18th floor, you'll be looking in the night, you'll be looking at Miami street lights, just across the Caribbean Sea. Just across the Caribbean Sea. I don't know whether you remember the time when a 70-something or 80-something-year-old woman swam across Cuba to Miami, Florida. An old woman. She swam across that. It's not far. It is 45 minutes by air. It's not far. That is the reason why when you remember that Russia sent their own nuclear powered submarine to Cuba recently. This is a battle of agreement that they failed to fulfill, just like what Nigeria did to Biafra, Njoku, Ekpa, and the rest of the Biafrans. That's what they did to them. They reneged on the agreement that they push Ukraine, use Ukraine now as a Ponzi in order to get at Russia. And that is what Russia is fighting. That is what Russia is fighting. That is exactly what Russia is fighting. Now, I want to bring it home to our own side. My people, Mazi Chooks, Finland did not do anything. They didn't betray our leader, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. If you believe in the things of the spirit, you know that if things like this don't happen, you will not know who is your supporter. if things like this, whichever way they are doing it, either it is a kind of camouflage, either it's they want to save their face, either maybe they are being pressured into doing what they are doing, because immediately Prime Minister Simon Ekpa started hitting it well, hitting them where it hurt, talking, and the UK was angry. They quickly inducted Finland as a member of NATO. It's just like someone is outside. Someone is outside the gate, like that guy was beaten outside, beaten by snow. Then you look at it, he's there. When they shout, the people inside will not even listen or hear him or anything. Then they decided to move you from there and bring it inside the room. Inside that room, discussions will go on. Inside that room, pressure will go on. Inside that room, coercion will go on. Name them. And they look at Finland, a very small country. Look at UK. And those that have interest, like I said before, economic interest, diplomatic interest, and human resource interest in that country. Those that have built conglomerates in that country. Those that are using Nigeria as a cash cow. These are the globalists that we are fighting, not even Nigeria. These are the people that doesn't want you to break out, because all the things that make Nigeria what it is today is in your own land. And they are getting it araha, what Hausa people call araha, free. They are getting it free. Do you know how much Nigeria pays on yearly basis in the Commonwealth of Nations? Do you know? That thing they will not, when Biafra comes, it will be on equal terms. You will give me the equivalent in currency, then I'll share with you. I sell to you. I can decide whether to sell to you or not to sell to you. Do you think that they are happy? Do you know what they are thinking that Biafrans will do to them, especially United Kingdom, because of what they did to us in the first war? One of them came out and told the world, a presser, that they are fighting for crude oil. It's an oil war. Mazichuk, am I lying? It's a crude oil war. If they don't support Nigeria and Russia takes over, Russia will control the oil and gas in Biafra land. That was the reason why they came in full force, and they never wanted us to leave. That's exactly what happened. The reason why these things are happening today, like I said before, is because Finland is being pressured to do what they are doing. When they were outside, go and check the response they gave to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Go and check the response they gave to Nigeria when they were outside the building of NATO.
Yeah.
They disgraced Nigeria. They said they replied them, they made their pause and everything, including Chidinwanya, the Dr. Afonso, who is in Canada. Brekete TV and the rest of them. And those in the space, like in DBC and the rest of them, that they were calling, they should engage Finland. When they did what they did, what happened? Finland gave them their own, from the government, the seat of government. Didn't we laugh?
Yeah.
We laughed. We laughed because they were outside. Nobody was controlling them that time.
Yeah.
Do you know what you would do when you are in an association, Mazi Chicks? You alone, myself, Brother Christian, and let's say about 25 other people that are bigger than you when it comes to military, when it comes to economy and everything. Call you inside that room and begin to pressure you to do something against these people. Wouldn't you do it? Wouldn't you succumb? The only thing we need to pray for Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, our leader, is to pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama, with our actions, will force them to release both him and the man Nnamdi Kanu. And that is going to happen. I sent you a video from Pastor King Liu, and when you look at all the things the man has said before, none of them has never fulfilled. So let's be rest assured, as we are doing what we are doing, Biafra is a spiritual thing. If you believe that, all these attacks that we are getting, take it, wear it, swallow it, sleep with it, bath with it, it is normal. At the appropriate time with what we are doing, God is going to raise that country by himself through our little action. The worst of them all is that we know our problem and we are not doing anything. We are doing something. That great woman, you must bow. There is no day that I try to meditate that I don't call her. And I believe that God Almighty will use her in the midst of these adversaries to do something for the people of Biafra and Biafra as a nation. Thank you so much. This is what I have to add.
Maz, okay, Maz, before you go, let me just say that even I am Buna dika PMN, you won't make the Bunaya na Zoo. No, that is never going to happen. But now, so if what they can do is like what I go just to allow some form of misunderstanding or anarchy or cohesion, so that there is no cohesion. But it just so, but who knows how God always ahead of the evil ones. I keep saying it, because before I came to Europe, there is anyway, let me not go into it, but what happened is God is always 1,000 miles ahead of the enemy. Now, what Finland, in my own assessment, I could be wrong, but my own assessment, what they succumb into, right? Because like Brahmas has just explained, all these years, they've been fighting, of that Canada, and so many of them with the Zoo government, they've been fighting on this, but the Finland completely disgraced them. Finland turned them away completely until now came the NATO issue. So national interest or whatever it is was no longer an option. Then they had to do what they did. But like I just said, that God is always ahead of the evil one, because to think that the CEO, Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, you are in charge now, and America is not going. COS, yeah. Yeah, America is not going to be cajoled or held to ransom or blackmail into doing what Finland did to our PM. So listen, that's why I said that God knows. You see, for me, I'm not a pastor, I'm not a prophet, I'm just a man of faith. That is just what I am, because he has been demonstrated. He has shown it to me. He can put you to sleep, and by the time you wake up, what do you think that will not happen would have happened? That is God for you. So to think that this woman now, this iron woman now, who God has raised to take charge. So, and I'm happy to Biafrans, home and abroad, to rally around Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. That's just what I have to say, because I think it was, where was it? Some days ago that these other guys, they brought a woman. I did not listen to it. It was just I just couldn't stand it. But I saw a woman. They said is the SY, blah blah blah, whatever. It just ugly stuff they are engaging in. So if our PM is incommunicado, like the word of the doctor yesterday, who said that I'm trying to remember the word he used. Anyway, yeah, there's a particular word he used, meaning that he doesn't have the room to communicate. Yeah,
solitary confinement.
That is the word, solitary confinement. Or Massachusetts. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. So that was his exact word, solitary. Yeah, solitary confinement. So these guys, Ogenkere and the rest of them, to have gone to this extent of bringing somebody and say, it's just shameful. It is sad. And I don't know why they go to it's desperation of the highest form, you know, because it's just I can't say it enough. It is sad because that is not what is expected of them. You know, we know the position our PM is now. He's been confirmed, which we have always suspected, that he's in solitary confinement. Because that was also one of the questions I was always asking, you know. So, and it's also not in accordance with the law that governs Western world, because one, he's not in any violation, absolutely not. Self-defense, we know what it means. And obviously, the issue of Biafra is known also, even though they try to shy away from it. And for them to hold him, you know, in a situation of solitary confinement, on what basis? How have you tried and convict for you to render the person communicado? So it's also against the law.
With a report from a country like Nigeria that has violated a lot of international laws.
Exactly.
Their human rights record is zero, completely zero.
So it's now, without a doubt, a conspiracy. Without a doubt, you know, because like I said, what Finland engages in now is also a violation, because the man has not been tried and found guilty. So why are you rendering him incommunicado? He can't speak to his people. His people are being pie all over back home, and you continue to, it's just against. So, but we know where it's coming from, and it's also good that we know where it's coming from. We continue to hammer on it. So obviously, it's incredible that the shame on these guys. Like I said all the time, one said that is it the struggle that he has sacrificed? Someone will come and push him away. What kind of mindset is that? So obvious. So if you were like a prime minister or a president or a governor or something, and you are found wanting, can you not honorably resigns? This is what happens when people has value. You know, the prime minister of I was in Canada maybe a week or two ago. He resigned. I saw the news. I don't have a confirmation, but I heard the news that he resigned. Trudeau. That will not happen with some of these people, because they believe that you know, it's just sad. And again, that is also the type of Biafra we want, where the people, you know, power belongs to the people will have their say. When they say you are no longer wanted, so be it. Either you resign or they vote you out. But you shouldn't have the possibility to rig yourself in and use the power of the military to subdue and to. So this is the struggle we are into, and this Western world led by the British, they don't want us to be in this situation where we can do better as a people. No, they don't want it. They know it. All they want is that we continue to, you know, run away, smuggle ourselves one way or the other to run to them, because our place is inhabitable. So we can't. So this confusion and one step forward, 3 steps backward going on in Africa. That is what they want. That is what they want. So
it's
all
sad.
the pretext.
It is very, very sad. Let's hear
from
all
the pretext. Sorry, you said what? Okay, yes. Hello.
Hello. Let's hear from Max. I think you want to make a contribution.
Yeah. You see, Mazi Christian and Mazi Chase, and all my brothers and sisters in the moches and Mandamoches that are in the comment section. Listen to this. If you remember yesterday, in the morning when we had our discussions here, Mazi Chase, I said, Biafra has significant number of people in the United States where decisions of this world are taken. Then I made mention of what Michael Rubin told us that day on the, that fateful day, 29th December. Is it 29th December, right? 2024.
November or not?
November 29.
November, thank you. November 2024. We have people. It's better that these things are happening today so that we will know who your friends are. Even when you secure your freedom. When we secure our freedom, my people, it's better that we know those people that supported us. These are some of the things we must understand. If these things do not happen, we will be romanticizing with our enemies, with people you do not know the intent in their hearts. We must be pressuring them over there. Africans, we don't have power. Decisions are made up there where you people are. These are some of the things you should do for Biafra to be fully recognized. They will not come for us unless we go for them. We must go for them. If I had the opportunity to live in the United States, my congressman, my House of Representatives will not rest where me are they. As long as I have my legal status to stay there, they will not rest. If, as long as our government under the doctor is doing what she is doing, Biafrans has the greater responsibility because we are more than the government. And these people that are in the US there, your congressmen, your House of Representatives, they are not known to shut their doors on their own electorates. You take, for instance, Sowore's wife did it. It was the pressure from his senator or congressman or whichever one they call it in the United States that mounted pressure on Nigerians to do what they did. If not, they will still be holding Sowore today. These are some of the things we have to learn from. We have to learn from things and know how we are going to fashion our own, improve upon it, and release it to the world. That's all I have to add. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Maxwell. You have spoken very well, and I love that line of thought. Our people should make sure they engage those who are in their own locality, more especially those in the United States. Engage your congressmen, engage your representative in your own locality. It is very important. And there is something that Christian said here when he was speaking. Our brother Christian talked about our Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Araweze's position today as strategic in the time that Donald Trump is in charge. It is very strategic. And when we see the shift in power and the absence of our Prime Minister, the shift of the Finland authority now shifting to begin to dance to the tune of the NATO and Nigeria, it is strategic. Chukwu Okabem have planned something that we cannot even understand until now. That is why every one of us have to rise up and support her. With these 4 years of Donald Trump, we can achieve a lot with the presence of our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. When she takes that major move, everybody should weigh in and support her. What is happening in Finland today, Chukwu Okabem have already laid a way out for us. And there was a question somebody asked here. There was a question somebody asked on comment section that I think is making me to speak on this topic. The person said, he said, if that is the case, that Finland is now obeying NATO, it means Prime Minister can't continue with the struggle again to avoid arrest. Am I correct? It's the question that the person asked. And in terms of stopping the struggle, our Prime Minister cannot stop the struggle, but we have seen the challenge and we know that there is tendency that when he comes out, they are going to give him some conditions. They might give him some conditions that will restrict him from certain things that he's doing. He might not be doing certain things that he been doing before again. Those restrictions might come in. But on that line of thought of our brother Christian, I really buy into it. That Chukwu Okabema can do things that you cannot even imagine. The appearance of the Deputy Prime Minister in the United States in the era of Donald Trump, in a time of merit and common sense.
Manifestation.
So it is very strategic, and we must give her that utmost support now. Every one of us must fall behind her now, not tomorrow. Every one of us. It is an opportunity that we cannot afford to miss. We have been praying and crying for this moment. Every one of us have been praying and crying, oh, Donald Trump come. We are not talking about Donald Trump to that Donald Trump will give us Biafra. It is not Donald Trump that will declare Biafra or give it to us. But there are strategic things that he will do. Like our brother have explained when our brother Christian was talking about, Donald Trump is somebody who says things he's not like a usual politician, a normal politician who will try to be politically correct on speaking word or saying things. He says things the way they are. He can say things you don't even expect him to say. We have to cash into this opportunity, and we must not allow it to slip away from us. At this time that Njoku come and have positioned somebody in that country, the deputy prime minister, to pilot this very affair until Master Samuel can join us, we must not play with this opportunity. We must make good use of this opportunity before it falls out of us. We must. My dear brother Max, just be brief so that let me can come in.
Yes, I will be fast. The question the commenter asked, can you repeat the question, please?
The question said, if that is the case, that Finland is now obeying NATO, it means Prime Minister can't continue with the struggle again to avoid arrest. Am I correct?
Yes, you see, to a certain extent, yes. Because once beaten, twice shy. See, our people say it is, for those of you that are eating, forgive me. It is from this order, the foul order of the mess or Flatu, that you can, know the text of the scripture. You see, there is something I won't mention it here. There is something I would have. This thing has been written from the day. Hey God, from the day Finland was inducted in NATO. That was the day I started saying this. I said it on the space. One of our brother came to my DM and said, I shouldn't say that. I should not say that. I said, this is what I suspect that is going to happen. Can Finland survive the pressure? But no matter what happens, the hand Akachukwu, whatever God has proposed to be must surely be. You people should not be afraid. But as human beings, we will entertain those fear. I have blood running inside me, my brother. We will entertain that fear. Chooks, after here, I will send you a message. In fact, by the grace of God, Samuel Ekpa is out. She should not stay in Finland anymore. As simple as that. She should not sit in Finland anymore.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's hear from Greg. Greg, you are there. Let's hear from Greg. After Greg, then we hear from Mazi Obed. Greg, are you there, Greg? Let's hear from you.
Yes. Good morning to my family, Max, Chuck, and my other brother. I greet you this morning again. Today I take a little bit off. So to contribute to what we are discussing now, I think Finland is doing something that is normal to the West. It's something that is normal to the Westerners. They never carry you complete to the place you will get yourself survived. It's just like when you tell you go to this place and you complain any of your friends, maybe a German or whatever, he will not even if the one that will even answer you. But for him to give you that advice that will give you help from your trouble is not possible. So that is the word of their life. So the matter, Finland had compromised. I remember when I used to, when our PM used to do broadcast, I sent him a message. I said, let him be very careful. Let him not think that these people he's staying in their place are 100% in his support. Let him always watch his back. Let him always watch his back, because they tried everything to kill Bob Marley. At the end of the day, they used CIA and planted poison in his shoe. So they did not go and kill him with gun, that the whole world will condemn them. So what they did was they went to shoe builder and plant a poison in Bob Marley's shoe. I don't know how they did it, whether they give him as a gift or what. So he wear that shoe, and from there he gets poisoned. And that was what killed Bob Marley. So that was I tell him. I said he should be extremely careful. So that is number one. Number two is this. The worst thing that we can do now is not to cry that Finland is betraying a Biafran whom they give citizenship. The thing we should be planning now is, how do we come out of it? How can we come out of it? Number one, if they want those things, as the PM has said, if the minerals that is in Biafra land that they want, we will give to them. But thereby, they are not looking into that through the Biafrans. That shows they don't want the progress of a black man or a black nation, which will start from Biafra land. So what do? We have to be strong and take it dead or alive that we must succeed. That's every means we can use in Biafra to overcome this trouble. It doesn't matter, because what made me to join this struggle? I say that I don't care. I'm not a warmonger. I'm not a bloodsucker. I don't like seeing people die. I don't like anything called war. And I don't like anything that make a person to suffer. But when you are running away from those things, and at the end of the day, you get worse than what you expect. So what do? You stand on your feet. If it is day that comes, then let it come. And any number of the Biafran that remains, let those ones start having good life, and God will increase them as they increased Biafrans before. After the first Nigerian Biafran war, and they give us 20. They give us 20. And they give us 20 pounds to survive, and we survived. So now we must stand on our feet. So anything that comes, let it come, and we must get freedom. That is what should be in every Biafran's mind. Coming to our present leadership, our Dr. Ngozi Oraveze, the DPM, we must stand gidigam with this woman 100%. 100%. When eventually the PM come out, let's sit and talk and reconcile. But going back to Egypt, it can never be possible. It is something that it can never be possible. For me to go back to Egypt, I better sink. So on my own side. So then we will support our DPM and let her do anything that is doable in America to get to this new administration, Trump. No matter what it takes, whatever it takes, let her get to this administration. They will fight with everything they have in America to make sure they get to this administration, to get any support they can, to tackle our matters in America, no matter what, in this present administration now. And making plans for the PM because I will not support him coming out and stay in Finland. I'm not hiding it. I'm no more in support of it. Just like my brother Max said indirectly now, but I'm saying it direct. I will not support him come out and will still remain in that place. So let now the foundation start to be laid now, because there is no other way these people want is to silence him, not to talk about Biafra. That is the only thing. They don't, if they have evidence, they should take him to court. So, and still they're not ready to take him to court, and they say that which kind of investigation are they doing? Biafra have been killing Biafra for more than how many decades? Buhari went to America and take the war that the Fulanis are people who came from Sahel, they are not Nigerians. And people who are not Nigerians will come and terrorize our people, kill our people, rape our women, our mother and our sisters and our children, kill the churches, burn the churches, kill the reverend fathers and the seminaries, and went to the church and kill pastors. And you tell me that they are foreigners. And when you arrest them, you put them into Nigerian army. And when they enter into Nigerian army, they come back to start destroying our people and destroying our businesses. And nobody is talking. And he went and raised Simon Ekpa by saying you are talking about money, fucking money laundering. What is money laundering? What is money laundering for somebody his people have been there? Can you tell me that they will kill one single Finland in any foreign land? One, unjustly, and Finland will kill just one soul in a foreign land, and Finland will keep quiet. Unjustly. Can they kill a German unjustly in any foreign land and they'll keep quiet? Can they kill an American unjustly in one American in a foreign land and they'll keep quiet? So why must Simon Ekpa keep quiet when they're destroying millions of Biafrans, when they're destroying their villages, when they're destroying their churches, when they're destroying everything that can give them life, and they want them to feel big burger in Finland? No, we as Biafrans, we don't subject ourselves in that kind of condition. So we will stand for Ngozi Oraweze, and the time is coming when everybody is living in the Western world. If you are living in this country, you have to come out. If you are living in Germany, you have to come out. If you are living in America, you must come out. We will rise up together and let them know that we are living in a place and we are contributing economically, and they cannot keep quiet while they are destroying our people in Africa because of NATO. Why did they allow Yugoslavia to dissolve themselves? Albania, how many of them? How many people died in those places before the Europeans rise up? So I can't understand the people we are living with. So what we have to do is to make sure that the solid foundation have been laid now that they are holding our PM. Because for my own business, they have no reason. They have no case against him. They only just want to silence him to make sure that Biafra agitation died. And that is the same thing they did to our leader, Mazen Nandekano. They hold Mazen Nandekano down to quench Biafra agitation. If you say Mazen Nandekano commit crime, why didn't you go to London and pick him up? You go to Kenya and kidnapped him. And he brought him to Nigeria. The justice released him, and the whole Western world and the United Nations keep quiet. America keep quiet. It's only to keep you Biafrans quiet. And if you allow it, you are gone, and you are gone forever. What they did to you during the presidency as during the election will be worst. They will not spare any Biafra in any part of Africa. I'm not talking only in Nigeria. If Biafra keep quiet, any part of Africa will not be safe. So that is what the Biafra must have in their mind. Thank you, my brother Choose.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution. You have spoken, and you have spoken well. And I want every Biafran to note this concern that Biafrans are making here. And I believe the government of Biafra, United States of Biafra, is watching, and they're observing this very concern that Biafrans are making. We know that there is every tendency that when Mazi Simon Ekpa regains his freedom, which he will, definitely, there will be certain restriction. And Biafrans have started suggesting for him to look for a better place where he can speak boldly like he always do. It is a suggestion that Biafrans are making. And I believe that the government of Biafra is listening. And this suggestion will also be presented to Master Simon Ekpa. And government should be working, I believe, to see what we can do, because the target will always be to restrict him. There will be that restriction. It will be there, just like they have done to Mazi Nandekano. My beloved brother, Mazi Obed, go ahead and speak to us, Mazi Obed. Thank you so much for coming up today.
Hope I'm coming out.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Good morning, Mazi Chooks, and good morning to my fellow brothers who are here in the platform, who has been contributing massively and extremely. I really appreciate you all for the good works that you guys have been doing. Actually, I don't have much to say, but in this situation right now, we have too much to say concerning this situation. But for the moment, I think I should make my comments just very brief. Only thing I just want to chip in is that Finland, what they are doing is unacceptable to us. That means they are now supporting the killings that they are killing our people. I never know that Finland could be in this way. How can they be supporting the killings of innocent children, innocent mothers? You know, I'm knowing fully that this man, Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, is doing only thing possible for us to be safe from the hand of these jackass, the hyenas and jackass who are there in our side. This thing they are doing is very wrong, and I believe it's high time our authority also have to reach the authority to let them know of their evil doings against us, because we can no longer condone or accept this. You understand? So we all can see, if it is Finland citizen that is being held like this now, I don't think they too will not be quiet like that. Unlike we see last time when the American citizens were held illegally in Nigeria, and when the American forces they came to remove them, even the Nigeria the Nigerian terrorist military who are safeguarding those people, they didn't even know when they come and remove them and go. It was only on social media they started seeing it that these people are now in America. So we too, we need to protect our lives. Again, is that another thing I want to let us know is that please, I will use this opportunity to urge our people to know how to make use of the media very good. You know, it's not what most of people are doing in media these days, showing their asses, doing. At least media is meant for us. It's God that made us to have this media in order for us, for we to voice out our mind, to express our feeling, to say our narrative ourselves, to say exactly what is happening in our land, where that the media, the Nigerian terrorist media, cannot publicize what is happening, but we ourselves have to do it ourselves, and we shouldn't fail ourselves. You know, we should always learn to support ourselves. Let's give all our support to our honorable Adoma, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, who is doing a great work. Biafra should learn to support her with everything. She's doing the right thing. She's taking Biafra to the road, to our destination. So let's all learn to follow her, please. And still the same talk I used to say always. Let's learn to come back to God. We are people of God. We are not part of this their Christianity or whatever they formed. This I must tell you the truth. This Christianity is just is something that was as established by the Roman and Britain in order to conquer you, in order for we not to know who we are. And that is what we are seeing playing today. This is an agenda that has been coming for long far, but today now we are seeing it displaying. Then how long shall we keep on sitting and be watching this thing going on to us? It seems, are we so lower human beings like this? Does that mean these people are so I don't understand. let's try to unite ourselves and know how we tackle our problem. We have a lot of challenges that are facing us right now. We cannot accept these things. Other people cannot accept what we are accepting. Why should we be accepting such a thing? I don't understand what is going on among ourselves. To the extent of these days now, we, the Igbos, we don't like seeing blood. We don't kill ourselves. We don't kill. We don't like seeing blood. But today, we don't even see all those things as anything anymore. They scatter all our relationship. Eh? I remember sometimes ago when my mother, when I used to escort my mother to market, when she meets her friend, the way they will greet. I'll go and sit down until they finish greeting. But these days, it's no longer like that. Eh? What is going on? What is happening? Please, let's wake up and let's try to do the right thing. Let's try to know we're in problem. We're in gunpowder. All these things we are doing now cannot save us. Now we have gotten our Biafra declared. All we need to do now is just to join our hands together and know how we put up our place. We need airport. We need to be like other countries. Have our military, have our police. Make sure that our people are in good situation. I don't know why we are talking of Biafra. Some people will be distracting, saying, do they love to be? Are they very happily suffering and smiling slaves? Do they like it? We have been in this slave for a long time, and still yet we see some other people when we are trying to progress. Some people will be drawing themselves back and not us, because we are going ahead. Forward we shall go. Forward never and backward never. We are not coming back to anywhere. We are going back to our Biafra land, where the world begin. Yes. I tell you, what we need, we don't need anybody to support us. What we need is just ourselves, we ourselves, to do our thing by ourselves. The rest of these people, and it's high time we start doing exactly all those things Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. It's high time we start putting them in practice. Everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said, it's time we should start putting them in practice. Eh? Building our place, making sure that our people are okay. We are in different countries now, feeling that we are okay, just deceiving ourselves that we are okay. All these are just deceit, totally deceit. Let's just come out from the shell where we are hiding ourselves. Okay, this is not what they are doing to us. The way what they are doing to us in other foreign land is not even the way to treat human beings. Eh? And we are claiming we are enjoying other place. Yes, it's true that the difference is clear in the sense that it's not like the zoo where we're coming from. Yes, it's different, but these people never love us one day. They never like us for one day. Somebody who enslaved you now brought Bible to you, showing you who is your savior. Did you think that would be possible? Our people should wake up. I'm getting angry every day, as if I don't know the majority. I don't know. Please let our people stop eating all these Fulani cows they are selling in our land. All those cows has gotten our people demented so much. They can't even reason very good again. You will be talking to an average man, he will be saying, he will be beating drum back. We are moving forward, you are beating drum for us back. And I promise, please, and another thing I would like to say, Ogenkere, if he's watching this program, I will beg him to stop using Biafra to make money, to take Biafra out of his mouth, because Okengwere is not a Biafra. I don't see the reason why he should be using Biafra and he should be pronouncing Biafra in his mouth. Okengwere should stay clear from us. He will not like Okengwere and Sonia Akbarawa should stay clear from us. Sonia Akbarawa is an evil. Okengwere is an evil genius, virus. We don't need all this virus around us anymore. Please. So, my brother, this is all I just have to say for the moment. Let's try to come back to let's try to retrace ourselves. Our problem is nothing but coming back to God. That is just our problem. What we are seeing today is what God has written that is going to happen to us. So if you like, you can talk anyhow, do anything. Not be Finland, not America will come and fight it for us. Our battle is in our hand. The problem we're having now is that we are the Bantus. We are the original Jew. We know how we used to treat ourselves with God. We know how we relate with God. We know when he's angry with us. We know how to make him be at peace with us. And that is when we go on rags. Everybody will go on rag. And whenever we go on rag, I promise you, if anybody that is against Biafra will never come down, know that I'm not Obed that speak with you today.
Thank you so much,
yes,
my brother.
Our problem is in our hand. We need to unite ourselves. We need to know that what we are facing now is not anybody that will come and help us. Only our problem is our solution is in our hand. Let's come back to Okika Abiyama. We have been deserted from him for a long time. He promised that we will serve our other people in our own land. That is what he promised us in the book of Chronicles. Deuteronomy, he said it. In the book of Jubilee, he said it. He said we will suffer until we will come back to our senses. That is when he will forgive us and he will make sure we will recover everything. We can be beaten from now. We are people. We are special people of God. And somebody who make you special and you are trying to deviate yourself from that person, he will not be happy with you. That person will make sure that since you don't like enjoying, then he will create another room for you to be suffering. We create this room for ourselves. Biafra should remember we are the people in the Egypt. It's our parents. Those people were our ancestors who were in Egypt. We are the one that God has that promise with. Let's not forget. Let's not deceive ourselves. Let's try to come back to our religion, our lineage. We are not Christian. We are not church people. We are Jew. We have direct connection with God. Let's not be using all this, just like Agenda TV is doing, promoting Catholic in our land. We are not Catholic.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much. I'm so upset. Don't be angry. I appreciate you. When we talk about the United States of Biafra, every one of us know in the United States of Biafra, we are going to have freedom of worship.
Exactly.
And we have the official religion, Christianity, Jewish religion, and traditional religion. We are children of Chukwu Abiyama. We are going to accommodate everybody, but just like my brother was saying, don't misunderstand him. There is limit to every single thing. That is limit to every single thing. That you are a Christian or that you are a Hindu or that you are traditional religion does not give you the right to abuse it and throw it in our face. It doesn't give you that right. So I appreciate my beloved brother for bringing out on that topic, and every one of us should know that we have a place that we stand. There is going to be freedom of worship, but there is limit to everything. You must know your limit, and you must know whom you are. Know whom you are. It is a spiritual journey. You must know whom you are. We are children of Chukwu Abiyama. But if you decide to make yourself children of somebody else, it is up to you. You are going to face the consequence of whatever decision you have made. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Let us allow MC to speak. MC, go ahead and talk to us. MC, are you there? Let's hear from you, MC.
I'm here. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
You're welcome.
And thanks for having me this morning. Bro Chuk, you remember a few weeks ago I came on your program and I said the only reason Finland took our prime minister was because of the victory of Trump when he won his election. That Trump is somebody that pays favor with favor. If you can remember, I came in and I said that Trump. Yeah. See, I said our prime minister, in all those European leaders you see, none of them, most of them never gave Trump a chance to win. They never supported Trump. They never supported, most of them, they in their widest group, they didn't know that Trump was going to win the election from the beginning. But our prime minister was one of the politicians. Even in that Finland, our prime minister was one of the politicians in Europe that endorsed Trump when none of them gave him a chance. So so that November where Trump won, their fear is if Trump get to know about our prime minister, Trump might. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. Can you hear me? Is this me? All right, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. This morning. Because I'm getting feedback. Okay. So I said. So their fear is when Trump won that November. So you can see, even they can see the excitement in our prime minister, where he was even talking about Trump. He was even happy about Trump. So that November, that was when they planned to take him in. To them, like I said, if we have left this thing like this, they don't mind to keep our prime minister there for that 4 years that Trump will finish his term. They will leave him. That's when they will let him out. But as God will have it, you see, when man is doing his own thing, God has his own plan. You understand me? So that's my own conclusion was because of Trump, because they know that Trump might one day want to see this man that endorses him, a politician. Our president is not a small man because we are looking at he's a politician in Europe. He's not a small person. So somehow Trump might get one day to want to see this person that endorses him when nobody gave him chance. And they know if our prime minister goes to Trump and table our matter, there's no way Trump will not pay that favor. So they took him out. But as God will have it, it's like taking bone to the house of dog. Now our chief of staff is there in the US. You see the way things are. Is there in the US. So my own is what they are planning now as backfire, because now our prime minister was even far from US. Our prime minister is even afraid to leave Finland because of his life, right? So he might be afraid. But now, look at our chief of staff, look at US, look at Trump. So the pressure, like I said, what the government should be doing now, forget all this thing. The pressure is for us to go close to that Trump administration to table. There's no way we'll table our matter to Trump. Trump here about our prime minister. His name is there in the internet that he endorses Trump. It's not hidden.
Of course, he's there.
It's not hidden. Trump will see it. And Trump, I know the person Trump is. Trump is not an everyday politician, and he's against this globalist. He would definitely want to pay the favor back. So that is the thing. So we should not be worried. God has done it for us. Initially, everything they said Nnamdi Kanu, Njoku as a man is a rebel, is killing his people. Wazirike was killing his people. Nnamdi Kanu is killing his people. Samanata, because they are all men. Now a woman is there. Woman are mother nature. They are mother earth. Are you going to say a woman is killing her own children? So what are they going to use now? Are they going to go out and say a woman is killing her own children? They can't. They've shot themselves on the foot. This is victory for us. Nnamdi Kanu said when women comes, Biafra is here, and let's see the propaganda they use against Ngozi. That Ngozi now is start killing Biafrans. A woman will kill her own children. It's not possible. When they say about women riot in those days, they are women. You can't come and just put an allegation on a woman that is killing her own people. No, but men, they can say that for men. Men are brutal. They kill their own people. They don't know the pain of. But a woman that knows the pain of a child that brought children into this world should not be killed. So Biafrans, all we need to do is just support our government. Support this government to every strength, everything you have. Support the government. Let's push. Trump, this thing is not coincidence. Trump came at the right time. Yes. We should know that Trump came at the right time. And I'm telling you, Trump, forget all this. Trump, you see, Trump knows that this world leader, they don't like him. He knows. Forget all this from what this said. Trump knows this. And Trump, these 4 years, it's a payback time for Trump. Do you know what they did to that man before he won this election? There's nothing they didn't do so that the man will not win this election. Nothing. They tarnish his image, tarnish his name, everything with their media. But the man stood up forth. They will have this attempt to kill him even 2 times. You think Trump is a man that he was going to pay back. This is you will see what is happening in these 4 years. Trump is going to destroy this. You see this globalist is going to destroy. So we should take the advantage. And thank God our chief of staff is closer to the doorstep. They think they've done. When we open our office in Washington, that's where the work will start. When we open our office in Washington, the work will start. So let's not worry. Look, our PM, Finland, like Brother Max, Finland just act on pressure because it's not today that they've been reporting our PM to Finland. Yeah. The pressure. You remember Nigeria even tagged Trump when Trump won that election before that they should not listen to Simon Ekpa. Yeah. They tagged Trump. So that fear about Trump, that was the pressure of France and Tinubu when Trump won. You can see when Trump won, Tinubu start traveling to France. They start planning that thing. That look, we should take this man out before this guy Trump because they swore Trump in. That's what they did. That's nothing again. But thank God. Let's not worry. A woman is there. Let's see the kind of propaganda or blackmail they want to use against Ngozi now. We will stand with her. We do everything. That's why this organ carrier that they want to use to remove her, it's not possible. You can see how the way God is working. No, we win this fight. Now they can say Biafra is the last miracle on earth. We are not fighting like Hamas. We are not fighting Nigeria. Nigeria cannot fight us. We are fighting against Europe. We are fighting against Europe. This is Africa. Biafra fight is Africa versus Europe. Because once Biafra emerges, Africa is liberated. I'm telling you, this is a fight between Africa and Europe right now. And the person everybody is lobbying, both in Europe, Russia, everybody is lobbying to White House. I'm telling you the truth. Everybody is lobbying to White House. The Europeans are lobbying to White House. So let's lobby to that White. See that White House, Trump is the game changer. Trump is the game changer. Whether you like it or not, Trump is the game changer. Everybody now is queuing to meet Trump. Their plan is to go and tarnish our Prime Minister's name in front of Trump. But no, our chief staff is there now. You can see. Let's not worry. I know we're angry that they took our Prime Minister. I'm telling you, Finland, I can bet you Finland was in support of Biafra. You see, if we start to operate through US now, you'll see Finland will just keep quiet. Like when I was telling somebody, when the day they took our Prime Minister, I said, if Finland will allow us to do that convention in their country, let me tell you, they support Biafra. What they did was cut off pressure just to take Simon Ekpa out of the way. If they allow us to do that convention, that declaration in their country, they are not against us. I can tell you the truth, but all they just did is just because they are part of NATO, they are part of the EU, they pressurize them to just, their work is for them to remove Prime Minister, and they've done their work. I am telling you, they are not going to get involved again. If this our chief of staff feel like it's not going to get involved, they've done their work, what they have to do. You shouldn't be surprised. They will really if they see the far our chief of staff have gone in the US, they will let our Prime Minister go. And don't be surprised, Finland will recognize Biafra. Before you know it, I'm telling you, before Trump will leave office, Finland will recognize Biafra. So let's not worry. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. As long as our Prime Minister will hear that he's safe and healthy, the Biafra struggle is in a good hand. That's all matters now. It's in a good hand. And we should support our chief of staff. Forget this distraction that these people are doing. I'm very sure, I'm very, 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 very sure that we are going to get this recognition. We are going to get it. Even Trump will put pressure on Nigeria. We put pressure on Nigeria. And if Nigeria refuses, it's going to recognize Biafra, and nothing will happen. And once Trump recognizes Biafra, Israel is going to recognize Biafra. That is the truth. There's no two ways about it. So, my brothers and sisters, let's just calm down. Let's just support all our government needs from us is just maximum support. Maximum support. So that's why I just want to say, so people will not get worried that we are in the right track. Our mother is in church. Like I said, the last time I said, Biafra is like Jesus Christ. When God chooses Mary to deliver the Savior of human race. So is Biafra. God has chosen our chief of staff to be pregnant with Biafra. She will not deliver Biafra, which is the savior of Africa, humanity in Africa. So when I'm going to tell you, years to come, hundreds of years to come, you see our chief of staff, the way people are honoring Mary, that brought Jesus Christ. People in Africa will be honoring our chief of staff in years to come. The way they honor Mary now, Christians honor Mary. You see it. Just back this what I'm saying. It. She is the one that God has chosen her to deliver Biafra, and she will do it. Let's just support her. And you see, this is not. I'm sorry. I'm so much optimistic that Biafra will come. They've taken the men away, right? The woman is in charge now. Let's see their propaganda and blackmail. Let's see the kind of propaganda they will bring in. You can see since she came in, they've not started any propaganda against her because they don't know the way to go. If she's a man now, they would have started the killing in Biafra again with their men and say, oh, she has started killing her people. They would have started that same strategy because that is they only have one template. You see, Nigerian government, they only have one template. You can remember now the kind of time immediately before me yesterday, they start hearing unknown government. Immediately our prime minister came in, from the Biafra Liberation Army, you start hearing unknown government. Let's see what they will use against Ngozi. They don't have anything, so they are just cracking. See, they are having sleepless night. They are cracking their brain. What propaganda we going to do against this lady? But it's not going to work because she's a woman. A woman is Mother Nature. She's Mother Earth. There's nothing you're going to use against her. So that's what I just come to say. I want our people to calm down, relax. We are winning this team. God is on our side, and we are going to win. Nothing is going to change it. Thank you, my brother. Yeah.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that very vibrant spirit you have just brought now. You have spoken well, and I kind of agree with you with what you have just said. I like that spirit you just brought up, and you have just spoken the mind of so many people also. And I want Biafran people to key in and waken up their spirit. The most important thing we must do today is every one of us must rally around the Deputy Prime Minister, the United States of Biafra government. It is very, very important. Some of you must have seen the voice message released about the information that was given to her by the same woman who they used to try to blackmail her. Some of you must have seen that voice message. If you have not seen it, it's not very close to me here. I'm not going to play it, but maybe before the end of the program, if I can lay my hand on it, I will play it. If you have not seen it, if you go to the platform of the Deputy Prime Minister, you're going to see the voice message. In that voice message, Mazi Simon Ekpa sent the same woman that they used to blackmail her and told her, tell the Deputy Prime Minister to continue to hold on to the mandate. Tell her to hold on to the mandate. And she began to ask the woman, which mandate was her Prime Minister talking about? Which mandate? Which one? And the Prime Minister said that she will understand when you tell her that. Tell her to hold on to the mandate. And when she asks for more explanation about the mandate, Prime Minister told her to tell Dr. Ngozi Arabweze that she will understand when she makes that statement, keep the mandate, that she will understand. For Prime Minister to use that code to speak to her, and you are still confused. I am sorry, I can't help you. That is when I come here, I don't waste my time on talking about irrelevant people. I don't waste my time on exhausting my energy on things that doesn't matter. We focus on our concern, recognition, going forward to be whom we are supposed to be in this era, not in another era. Let us hear from our brother Gregory. Gregory, let's hear from you before we go further. Gregory, let's hear from you. Are you there, Gregory? Unmute yourself. You are muted, Gregory. If you're there, unmute yourself. And let's hear from you, Gregory. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Gregory, if you are there. I think Gregory is not there. Let's hear from Akonyo Wetere. Go ahead and give us your word. Akonyo Wetere, you've been there on the waiting room. So go ahead and talk to us, Akonyo Wetere. Let's hear from you. Are you there, Akonyo Wetere?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So, good afternoon once again.
You're welcome.
I want to say something. Network has been keeping me out and not letting me to be stable.
Yeah.
So, what Uncle Greg and Uncle Matt said, that is why I always say that we Biafrans should be making research widely. So I want to affirm with what he said, what both of them said. That pastor that he did referred us to, I've been following the man for over 6 years now. So there's nothing he said that have not come to pass. The pastor has said it twice. He has said it twice in his prophecy. So we should not be bothered. Immediately Finland finishes with all their shenanigans, Simon is no longer going to be there. The man has said it twice, that he sees Simon coming back to Nigeria. He said it twice. Maybe people should go and look for his prophecy between that November, December. If you watch all the stories of his prophecies, I listened to it twice. Even yesterday prophecy, he said something again about Donald Trump. I'm the first person that speak in your program this morning. I still maintain my stand. Any Western country that you go and form alliance with, you sabotage us in this struggle. Going to Trump is not US is not running a monarchical system of government. Even in Britain, that they are running that system of government. Queen or Charles has no the only person that will speak and it will come to pass. So anytime that issue, you think that Simon have not been going to Finland about the issue of Biafra. Whenever the issue is brought to them, they will analyze it. So the West is not in favor of Africa. That's why I said that the lobby should come down to Africa. I said it this morning, and I know what I'm saying, and I still maintain my stand. The earlier the people, our leaders, change this thing and come back to Africa, that's why I say unity first. This quest for realization of our country is only being spearheaded by Igbos. Igbos need to come together and speak in one voice. This unity, this faction, believing on this. That is why you always make your point that we should fall back on building institutions. So many people today, at the end of their speech, they will say, my love for Simon Ekpa, my love for Nnamdi Kanu. Those that are still even coming to here to say my love for Simon Ekpa, that is why I am joining his group, and my love for COS. We are still making mistakes. The ones that are conk, that have their love cemented, those are the ones that want to defend Nnamdi, that do not want to take the struggle forward. So I want to speak it in Igbo. Igbo, more naiji oto nwanyi. If Trump achọkwa m ịbụ nwaanyị ọnụ Trump ga-achịcha onwe ihe ọ ga-emere anyị. Asị na na-alụ ọgụ ndị polisi wee bịa. Anyị lagharịa, sọsọ ndị bụ anyị nwa jekwuru ha, form alliance with them to stand by African nation. Any African nation. That's why I refer people to go and listen to that Edmond Obilo. Go and check all his things. In front of African nation book, Germany. Why didn't he run to West? They would have killed him. The man made several assassination attempts. They would have killed him. The people that went for the first coup in Nigeria, where did they run to? Did any of them run to the West? All of them run to Ghana. Many run to other African countries. It was the one that could not stay in Ghana that they killed. The one that stayed back until the tension calmed down. Were they killed? We keep talking of West. Who can West again, man? I'm not the one all the form yes and take the and can't happen. Because West America now have this man now at Tiakwa down. In like way one will be finding distraction. Look where they are left West. Trump got the first day Trump got all my allies has to form unity and start to do things on our own. Trump got 10 West 4 years. When you hold the Biafra. Oh, you are the big man. Only Noro. If you go or that check here, yes, working here now, they lose already back. You got to format, or to come on, area, they got to see the Canadian very what on your work in their mind. Let them come back. That's what I'm saying is come back. Preach to African countries, all those students. So when they got the whole 52 African nations, like, oh my, what I see president, those are the ones that will stand with you without any benefit because they have what they have in their land. They are not fighting you, they are fighting their leaders. And those leaders know they have the resources. But Finland, nobody know about that. Because of time when I've been following their news, you'll be seeing disaster. Is there any natural disaster happening in Africa? Are they getting their resources from Africa? We are there talking. Our leaders, they need to lobby the African nation because the people that will talk in Africa, they are pushing for one Africa. Gaddafi push for it. But is he not from Africa? Is he not the one that spearheaded the killing of Gaddafi? They are talking of Trump. Trump said America first. I've watched all the speech. I followed him through campaign. He said America first. Anytime we go, for them now to side Nigeria, it is more legal. And the corruption in the system of Nigeria it will make them to side because they will get more. And Nigeria is willing to give him anything to make sure that we are subjugated to poverty and the malign us. You are talking of Trump. Let us come together and speak in one voice. That was what we experienced during the time of Nnamdi. Immediately they say that these people they are about to speak in one voice. They find a way. That's when they go extra mile, going into his cabinet to ensure that they get him. Nnamdi has not come out to tell us what transpired and made Nnamdi to leave the state to Kenya. Nobody. It's all speculation that he has divorced his wife. The wife is clapping him. In every nonsense, there is atom of sense in it. I keep saying it. It is until Nnamdi comes out, he will tell us what made him to move from Britain to Kenya. And if Nnamdi did not leave Britain, Britain will not lay hold on Nnamdi. They will not arrest him because now we are saying that Finland protected Simon until he had joined NATO. No, all those things are speculation. So we won't have any classified information like it prove our point now. But we know that is what happened. Why did they arrest him? Immediately they joined NATO. If we are to stand on that, let the people in leadership re-strategize. Otherwise, we keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. We will keep failing. We go to take this matter off now. Find two lawyer or maybe who now I put up I got to again and say, why did Trump do this? Why did Trump do that? No, they are not going to help you. He green on email green. I like to tell you, all banner I got put it online. All time an our enemy. I told Junior. Men are there. I'm there. I will volunteer myself. You don't have lawyer or got put online. I saw you got put online. That's not letting me hear me. I'm going to hear. I'm going to hear.
Why
US bank move to poverty. In the book, my guy one agreement with China again. They got not Panama. They got fighting car. No Panama can car. My hand is China. I got fighting. They don't let the Haja Watarage. No, go back about Akoko. Oh, no, this issue. I'm doing a patchy and abu in our Kakoko West. But what we are watching the American Buronet and did in Nigeria has to put on. In the West. How booking a person on now. How government might have the major meet that man because that man is going back to nature. The nature we are talking of, the man is going back to nature. Look at their law system. What's going to be a week again? Now I have to the booking as not booking up. Other times on the house they say to go in the West. And there was Islamization. Islam, they know that are they not speaking in one voice? And they're not protecting their brother. I don't want religion. Also, the moment I make Agazoka. Over the religion don't get follow. Make for one man, they don't follow Islam. How they speak in one voice. If we have to get on a happen, listen, I'm not forgiving. I'm going to get this money. Let them come back and start making their lobby in Africa. When the Africans organize us, see it necessary that we have to be a country. We will be a country. If you keep going to the West, Bambo, Mark Agesi, Patagi, Machiegi. Even in Simon, what are you? No one will put them nothing and game here, but see it today. The man stated categorically clear yesterday that it was in the center. Go back to that King Leo, in that December prophecy. He said that the matter did not start when we saw it. Go and start it. Go and start it. Or I will start it and send it to you too. He said that the matter has been on since the ending of July. And that man said from August, after arresting Ayaba, they now find a way to get Simon. But they thought that Simon would be free. When they see that the declaration will hold, they find a way to arrest him. Okay, we've been saying that during that initial stage of the arrest, we are saying that how can Finland arrest Simon? No video, nothing. That he was invited. Today now we are coming to terms that he was arrested. When they say they sent him to prison, we say no. How can they detain their citizens? Today we are coming to terms that is in solitary confinement, and you are still believing. The earlier the better for us. Let us come to Africa. Go and meet Ghana. Let them start their love in African president. Meet them one after the other. Explain to them. That's why I raised my own opinion that we should tell African leaders there is a need for Africa to divide according to their tribal line. That it is when we actualize being a country according to our tribal. Come to Igbo. If we just want to be nation, let them be nation. That is the lobby we will do. Meet the job people, only make commoners like me and you. Meet their elders, talk to them. I want to actually do a country. Africa divide there according to their tribal line. Then Africa will push to be one nation. Otherwise, they will be creating insecurity. Has been made sure na enwe ha metere onye ihe ndị leaders anyị laafụ agbagoro asị na ha na-ere onwe ha na-ere anyị. All of them push for this. Soludo, did he not push for Nnamdi because he was recognized in Anambra? Now he want to create a security outfit that he will use to suppress his opposition people and cement his power. We will be here talking that it will not happen. It will happen. Come Anambra election, Soludo will win. Instead of him not to win, he will do what my governor did. After winning, he will join it for nobody to attack him. So let us understand the politics they are playing. They are talking of West. West is not coming to help anybody.
Thank you. In this regard, let me respond to what you said.
It's me that's mentioning Trump. He's talking about. Let me answer him.
Who is speaking?
I was the one that was mentioning Trump. That Trump was a blessing in disguise. I was the one that was mentioning. I say Trump. I want to just say something.
You are going to say something, but let me just chip in a word before we make our contribution towards what he said, maybe with one minute. What I want to say, what he was saying, you can never remove the influence of the West in anything you are doing. They have influence. You can never. It doesn't matter how you feel. It is sad. Just like when Simon Ekpa made a speech, he said, your freedom is going to come from abroad, no matter how sad it sounds. He made it clear, no matter how sad it sounds. And that is the truth. The influence of the West it didn't start today, and you can't just wake up and end it. And when our brother Akonyo was talking about Africa, the issue of Africa is also there. And it is a gradual process. Remember in 1967, we had recognition from Africa. We have recognition from Africa. Almost 5 or 7 countries recognized the Biafra. And at the end of the day, you saw how it ended. The West will always have that influence. And when he made a suggestion of us building an alliance with Africa, I agree with that. We will do that. But we cannot abandon the influence of the West. When you talk about the man like Traore, his own country was among the countries that recognized us during the first Biafran war. They recognized us. Africa recognized us. Mm-hmm. And that is an advantage for us to go back. And we are already going back there. The government of Biafra are sending information and doing messages. They are not idle. These people are being rich. But the influence of the West, you can never, ever, at least not now. It is a sad truth. Sometimes we say things here, we will not say it to make you feel happy or make you feel powerful or make you feel less powerful. No. Those are the truth. The influence of the West will always be there. No matter how you think about it, No matter, and it's not something you can just jump out and say, "Oh, no. This is not. No. You're not going to succeed. You're not going to succeed. Even in the Africa we are talking about, there is no country in Africa that does not have influence. The only thing you are going to talk about is that let their influence not supersede the influence of the citizens. Let there be a limitation to what they're doing. Like when we talk about Traore and what he's doing today, very, very encouraging. Very, very encouraging. And he's going back to the status quo. It takes a lot to go to that level. And he is succeeding. And we continue to pray for him to succeed. While we do our own work also to be there with him. So, my brother, let us not be too emotional, too angry, and let us calm down. We are going to arrive to the destination. MC, you want to say something? Let's use 1 minute, MC. And
okay, thank you. Yeah, you said most of it, but like my brother, I know my brother is just saying another way. Look, why I call Trump, because I know that there's nothing you want to do in this world in Africa that the West, their hand is nothing. There's nothing you can do. But let's take advantage that this globalists. Even the Trump first term, they fought Trump to this. Even after he left office, these globalists, they were still fighting him. Trump is a man. Look, Trump got into power not because of any. Trump got into power this time not because of any powerful nation, but because of ordinary people, ordinary Americans that put him there. So Trump has a mission against this. Like I said, if you notice Trump, you know person like Trump is not your everyday politician. If you know person like Trump, if you do him, Trump is like, if you slap me, I slap you back. That is Trump. You see this thing they did to him. They will nearly kill him. Trump will pay them back. If me for Trump, see this globalist rubbish. If Trump will destroy it, he will do it. It doesn't. Nobody put, or the ordinary Americans put it. And America doesn't need Nigeria to survive. America was only supporting. Do what they do to Nigeria because they are supporting all these European countries. You understand? Is it not Trump that is threatening to pull? Okay, this World Health is it World Health organization? Trump is pulling out. He said they're not going to contribute 500 million to them. Trump don't. He doesn't give a F about any of them. So I think we should take this advantage down. Because I know Trump is a lover of Trump hates when they kill Christians. If we can go straight to Trump and say we are Christians and we are Jews, and this Islam they are killing us. You think Trump will not listen to us? He will listen to us. Look, these people are trying to eliminate Christians, and we are trying to defend ourselves. You think you would? Trump that went to a summit where they have these Arab nations there and telling them that look, all these people that is killing people because they call the name of God, they are like people that is going to deal with them. In front of them, he's telling them that you cannot call the name of God and be killing people and you say you are serving God. No, you are serving death. That was what he told them. So I'm telling you, my brother, forget Trump is in a mission. It is 4 years, he's in a mission because they dealt with that man. In his first term, they dealt with him. They use COVID-19 and rubbish that man. It's coming for a revenge. Trump is coming for a revenge mission. Immediately enter office, he has already started signing things. Look, we might not be Trump, but Trump is going to appoint somebody to look into Africa. You understand me? Look, let's take, whether we like it or not. That's why Prime Minister said, if America recognizes you, every other nation will recognize. That's what our Prime Minister said. You think our Prime Minister is stupid for supporting Trump? Because when somebody asks our Prime Minister why is he supporting Trump, he said because he sees Trump is a different kind of politician. Trump has come. God has chosen Trump to come and save humanity. Somebody that came and said, look, a man should be man, a woman should be woman. Which other politician can say it? Which other politician can come out and say it? If Trump say what he wants to say, you cannot do anything because you did not put him there. The people put him there. So let's take this advantage, my brother. Let's take this advantage. Let's not lose hope. Take advantage. Once Trump recognizes us, every other country will follow suit. Thank you. We can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. When our brother Akonyo Wetere speaking, he spoke something that is also very, very important that we must key into. You have made a very credible statement when you were speaking, my brother MC, But there was something that Akonyo said that I want to point out also. He said, if we are not strategically positioned, and that was where his argument, I believe, was going. If we are not strategically positioned, Trump might finish his tenure and we will not get anything from it. It is important that we unite together, support the government of the day, be strategically positioned, so that when things begin to happen in the issue of Africa, we will mention. That positioning ourselves strategically is where we have to focus our attentions in what we are doing, in the way we are pursuing our freedom. Let us not focus on propaganda and blackmail against our people, focusing on attacking each other and talking down ourselves. Focus on that strategical positioning. Today, we are lucky we have the Deputy Prime Minister over there. She is going to be doing her own work and doing it excellently well. She's also reaching out to African countries and at the same time opening our head office. All these are strategic. And I bet you if we continue on this very note we are now, with the support of the Biafrans, we will going to move mountains. My brother Maxwell, take your mic and give us your word in 2 minutes.
You see, I just wanted to keep in this. In the world today, we have 5 most powerful decision-making countries in the world, what they call the members of the United Nations Security Council. They are Britain is there, France is there, China is there, Russia and the United States. These are the only 5 African, world countries that are holding the world. The rest are non-permanent. They are non-permanent. These are permanent decision-making nations that are holding the world. 5 of them. This is the problem we are having. If you look at the war we fought, 1967 to 1970, the Eburi Accord was signed in Ghana here, at Eburi in Eastern region. Some African countries supported Gabon, Ivory Coast, Tanzania. Which other country? I think there were about 4 of them. Here in Ghana, my own country, where the agreement was signed, later backed down. I'm a Ghanaian, and I know the reason why I'm saying this. They later backed down. Why did they back down? They backed down because United Kingdom must have probably sounded a note of warning to them. These are countries controlled by the United Kingdom. You see, so I want to tell you something. You see, Russia, I didn't want to say this, but I need to say this. Russia, the reason why Finland is doing what they are doing today is, I say again, they are under solid pressure. Russia is cutting, you people that are in Europe, most of the gas that you used to heat up your room during winter, where is it coming from? Is it not from Russia? They were building what they call Nord Stream gas pipeline. And when this problem started, they destroyed that Nord Stream. That Nord Stream was destroyed. And they now established another 12 point something or 13 billion trans-Saharan gas pipeline that is going to originate from your own country, Biafra land, to supply Europe. That was an alternative for them because what they have seen in Biafra land is huge. They call them, we want to do away with these people. What are you going to do? If you continue to allow this man here to do what he is doing, you will also be affected. This is what I suspect, in my own opinion. They begin to party, they begin to rally around, trying to, and they succeeded. That country that I was praying for. Mazi Chooks, even the time when we were doing Sister Linda, we were appearing as Sister Linda TV, what do I normally do? I always say, remember Finland in prayers, because they are a small country. I said this thing long time ago. We must remember them. We must remember them in prayers. If not for the hand of God, do you know what could have happened? If not for the hand, we are looking at it humanly. If not for the hands of God that is on this. Listen, the pastor sometimes said that Mazi Simon Ekpa, the prime minister of the Biafran government, is enveloped. How did he say it? Is it enveloped or taken over? Taken over by the spirit of agitation. There is nothing anybody would do to him. It's either you support him or let him go. Otherwise, you pay the price. That is the reason why I'm telling you, it could have been worse than this. It could have been worse than this. Look, countries, let's say France. I mean, you don't have extradition treaty with Finland. And Finland is doing what they are doing now, either or through the pressure that is given to them, especially by the United Kingdom and those around them that still have that interest in your oil and gas in Biafra land. They can use UK with diplomatic tie with Finland to extradite him. It can be done. This is the reason why I said we must continue to pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa. And immediately Mazi Simon Ekpa, by the grace of God, moves out of that place, that, isolation, they are putting him. They put him. He should not remain there. Because Asna Ebe Sioko, Mazi Chooks, Ebe Sioko, Odeka, Owini Hogare Meo. This is my own opinion. Don't do African countries, we that are in Africa here, most of the thing we use here, the economy and everything is controlled by the West. My brother that was talking, everything that we do here, we consume here, due to the irresponsibility of our political leaders, is controlled by the West. Everything is controlled by them. We have no say. Oh. Africa has no say. They can only fall in line when these 5 people that I mentioned, to you now, set their foot that this is what they are going to do. You will see them walking. Diplomatically, they will be speaking to each other. You see them walking. Those that will come against it is the same Britain. But Russia would definitely fight the interests of United Kingdom in the United Kingdom former colony. Mark what I'm telling you today. Russia will be eager to do whatever that they are going to do to get at the United Kingdom because of what they are doing to them through Ukraine. This is where I want to say it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. You have spoken well. Let's hear from Gregory. Gregory, are you here?
Yes, I'm here, my brother. Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Yes, everybody has spoken well, but I still have to make my little opinion known. Let me come to our brother Akonye Wete. Number one is this: every time our people will be blaming Christianity. Christianity have nothing to do with our problem, my brother. Our problem, the people you are talking, they brought you Christianity, don't even believe in Christianity. They too have their own culture and what they worship before Christianity come to the West, to the Europe. So they too now don't even believe in Christ. If you are saying they brought you Christ and you're a Christian and now they're killing you, they're not listening to you. They too don't even respect Christ. They don't too, many of them believe in nothing. They tell you they don't believe in anything. That the world just come like that. So if you are saying they brought you Christianity and they are killing you, you don't use Christianity to cover whatever you are doing with the West in the present. So Why we are talking about Trump is because Trump come out and say that he is a believer. So that is the thing. That is number one. We are bringing table to Trump that are clean Christians. The former American president Obama was not a president. What he brought to Africa, that a man should marry man, a woman should marry woman. If you cannot do that, then you will not support yourself as an African. Is he not a black man? Is he far enough from Kenya? So that's number one. Biden, that just left office about a week now. Is Biden not a Catholic? The Catholic promotes all those evils he's supporting. The answer is no. So the point is there is the West have their own policy is them first. Them first. So that is the only thing. Just like Trump is saying America first. So in any deal, as long as it has to do with them, their policy is them first. And as long as they have interest.
That thing is the natural phenomenon. Everybody puts himself first. It is natural. First. Even in your families.
Of course.
If there is a fire in the house, you save yourself before you save somebody else.
And somebody else. So the thing there is this. It is because the Africans are corrupt. They use their corruption and they cover themselves on the West. So the West support them to get what they want. So if you Africans leave your leaders to kill you, that is your problem. We get what we want from your government. But if you rise up against your government on your own, then they will not do it. So then what is the corruption of the West? The corruption of the West now is when those governments are corrupt, they use the West to back themselves. And that is the area I come. My main reason to support Biafra in the first place is this. That as Soludo is Anambra State, as this man Uzodinma is Nimo State, if they assume that Igbos are a country on their own, they are ruling themselves. If Soludo is doing something bad, we'll do Bosoye for him and we'll chase him out from that office. But they cannot chase Soludo or Uzodinma out, because when you do, you go to Abuja and bring those ones that cannot hear come and they'll come and kill you.
Abuja will send soldiers for him.
Abuja will send soldiers to him. They will kill you and quench you by force. Then that is because they are corrupt. Uzodinma Soludo is corrupt. They use the federal, those that are non-Igbos and those non-Christians, and they use them and suppress those people who will rise up in the Igbo land to say, no, we will not take it. So they use their power and suppress you. So what is Nigerian government doing? Nigerian government is using the West, who is benefiting from them, to suppress the citizens of the country, not to talk. Because they are backing them. They get what they want. So now what will be the solution? That is what we're supposed to be talking. So anytime when people start to come, Christianity is this, that, the Christians have killed us. Let me use example, let me come like this thing. Use Father Mbaka in the first place. Only that he prayed for Nnamdi Kanu before the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. You know, he prayed for Nnamdi Kanu the first time and the whole government get loosed. And when they kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, that one become another problem. Then the people that say Father Mbaka come to Abuja to beg for contracts that they not give him. That's why he's supposed to start supporting Mbaka. He's supporting Nnamdi Kanu. When they kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, then the what do you call him? Governor Devil Mahi, Ugwani, Obiano, and all those when they kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, what did they do? They do meeting with Ohaneze to kill Nnamdi Kanu. You people don't know. They said the only problem they have is Mbaka. People don't know what Mbaka did for Nnamdi Kanu. He said that Mbaka he is supporting Nnamdi Kanu. Under 1 week, you send a troop. He send the government edition to go to adoration ground to beg Father Mbaka to accept the condition they are bringing. Magazine, no, go and release Nnamdi Kanu. That was why he was chased out from adoration grant. People don't know. It is because of Obi. No. It is because of this matter. He said, they tell him that Nnamdi Kanu will go. He said no. He will raise the issue. He said no. Go if you are offering me anything. The only thing you can offer me is releasing Nnamdi Kanu. They tell him then they go to the bishop. Then they ask Mbaka to close the adoration ground, and they send him to monastery, US. So what they are doing is this. Christianity have nothing to do with all these things. If only people don't know, people who doesn't want to believe. I'm not begging you to believe in a Christian. You must not believe. What that thing you believe, use it to fight what we are fighting for. If that one is the best. But it has nothing to do with the Christianity. So it has to do with the corruption that is in the land because of the lawless the country have faced. I'm not saying that the Christians are the perfect ones. No, neither the religious or anything. The only thing that makes things perfect in the land is the law. The priest will obey, the bishop, they obey the this. It is in the same thing in the Western world. They obey law. That is why, what do you call him? Trump entered. The first thing he did, he signed something into law. And that law is what they see first. Everybody must key to that law and obey it. As long as he's in power. If anything changes tomorrow, they will bring it as a law again. So it is only law that can put things right. So, the only thing we can do is to make sure we support this government, fight to break through in the White House. Because somebody who is taking your brother's, somebody is your friend, and he will come and take your father's property. And when he take your father's property, and he will give you small. And you say, why, if that friend loves you so much, why don't he come direct to you and ask you for that your father's property, how you can get it from you? So what the West doesn't want the African people to rise, and the only Biafra that can make Africa rise. If Biafra stand tomorrow, Western with the Africans will stand, but the Africans and their leaders are corrupt, and they not understand that because they're getting their little things and they're with their family. So any other thing doesn't concern them. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that amazing speech you have just made. And we have spent almost 4 hours now. We are going to be rounding up on the program. And on our closing remark, I want us to use this as our closing remark. Anybody that's going to speak. There is a recent video I saw about the recent request of the Legal Council of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, requesting that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be transferred to the Southeast. How do you see that very request? Is it something that is possible? Is it something that's obtainable? Is there any need to begin to go to that direction? Let us use that 2 minutes, and we can be able to round up the program there. Add it with your closing remark, and then we round up. And let's start from our brother, Max. Go ahead.
Okay. You see, when you talk about the jurisdiction, legal jurisdiction, I do not know because I'm not a lawyer, and I don't have any legal, training to this. But the offense they claim that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu committed was committed in England, isn't it?
Yes.
It was in England that all the things were committed. Whether it is intent and so action or actionable or intent, it was in England. And if you look at the prescriptions and the deep prescriptions, it was Abuja that proscribed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB as terrorist organization and him as a terrorist, including me and you. Now, it is a court, a high court in Enugu that has proscribed us, the Biafran people, IPOB, as established by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Let me just say, Biafran people, those that are fighting. So if that is the case, why are they now keeping him in Abuja? If the case that is related to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as well has been deliberated in Umuahia, Abia State, in Enugu, and rulings were obtained. What is the charges that is warranting them now to keep him in Abuja? Does Abuja have the the jurisdiction to try Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? This is what the lawyers supposed to. If there is no element of rightness in it, I don't think he will be. But why didn't he do this a long time ago? Or what is the motive of trying to send Mazen Nnamdi Kanu back to the east? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. You remember the time when they were suggesting that they should send Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to Kuje prison in Abuja? I stood against it in that TV show. You and I were there. I said no, they should not send him there. That DSS is one of the most, strong security facility you can get in Abuja as well. I never trusted Kuje prison. Did it lasted up to 3 months when Kuje was invaded, terrorists were taken away from there. What could have happened if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was there? To Biafrans, to people that were saying that, including the lawyers, they were saying, oh, transfer him to Kuje. Were there something they were having or secret plan that was going on that they are aware of that we don't know? Because when this campaign of sending him, transferring him to Kuje prison was going on, we were insisting in that TV show saying, no, I was against it. It wasn't long. Kuje was attacked. Tell me, those terrorists that entered there to release their own, heard that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was there, would they allow him to go? Would they release him free to go? You will hear, oh, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been taken to Zambisa forest. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. So this is what, that's my own opinion. So if it is, I don't, let them, because whatever that is happening to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, in my own opinion, has been designed and approved by God. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to finish them. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out from that place. If you do not have that belief, I'm not a pastor, I'm not a prophet, but I am telling you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out. When is he going to come out? It won't be too long. Your action, my action, wherever that we are going to press our button, the diplomatic connections and relationship that we are going to will tie the hands of Nigeria to release him because he committed no crime. After all, their own court of appeal has, has discharged him. Discharged him. These are some of the things I wanted Finland to study and know. A man who is a freedom fighter was accused of so many crimes. They caught in the land, the second most highest court in the land, quashed all those things and said that no other court has the jurisdiction to try this man again. Overnight, those appeal judges were changed and new judges were constituted overnight by the imposter Buhari and the Attorney General, either the CGN as at that time, all of them. They now came and ruled on stay of execution. That is the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still there. These are some of the things. Whenever Finland is doing what they are doing to that other great son of Biafra and the Prime Minister, they should remember all this. They should go into details, provide all this information to them to see what the country that they are now dancing with, romancing with, has done in the past. In case they don't know. Whichever way God wherever God wants to take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Chuks, let God take him. Let God lead our leader. As simple as that. I have nothing to do to change things, God, through our actions, His mercy on His own Son that has sought His face before coming in here to do this, would definitely set him loose. That is my own opinion. And for me, Simon Ekpa, I'm going to pray. I will continue to pray for him, that the hand that is holding him and the interest of the globalists that is coercing Finland to do what they are doing will fall, depending on what we are going to do. And the losing, the knife that is going to slit this tightrope that they are preparing is in the White House and in the Pentagon. And Biafran has substantial amount of people living in this country that can do something tangible through their representatives, while Dr. Ngozi Oraveze and his cabinet are doing their own. This is where, if we don't do it, 4 years, this man will be there and nothing will happen. We'll continue to shout and shout and shout. And these people will be buying us, extracting our people, harvesting their organs. The world, this same world that you are looking at, that have this economic interest in that country, will keep quiet and watch as they are dealing with us. May it never reach like that.
You see?
Biafrans, may God continue to bless you. Bless you when you are going out and bless you when you are coming in. May God provide for you. May God save our people in Biafra land. May God save the Biafran Defense Force. May God save every one of them that have in one way or the other suffer in the hands of these illegal occupants of my mother's ancestral land. Keep the hope. Keep the hope. A journey to freedom is not an easy one. We will pay the price. Like I always told you people here, I will contribute my little expertise when the need arises. But we don't pray for that, for it to get there. But if we get there, if it is inevitable, all of you must come to join to defend. Even the America that most of you are enjoying today, blood were shed for those people to stay. The indigenous people, it is this same Trump now that is recognizing the Lumbe ethnic group in America. He is now recognizing them. They are one of the indigenous, apart from the Native Americans, the Red Indians, this Lumbe ethnic group are also one of the indigenous tribe in there that these people came and displaced, just like the Fulani people are displacing our people. It is the same Trump. If he is going to recognize what has been, what has not been made since they got their independence, and he's doing it now, will tell you what that great son that recognized God will do for us. I ask you all to live in peace, live in hope. And as we are living in hope as well, we must do our own part so that God would, do the rest for us. I thank you all for listening to me, and may God bless you. I yield here.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Maxwell. I appreciate you. MC, give us your closing remark and speak on the issue of transferring Mazen Nandekan into the southeast, as requested by the legal team.
Okay, thank you, Biafrans, for listening and turning up to listen to this program. My take is, look, the lawyers, Mazen Nandekan lawyers, they know that Nigeria is not going to do anything. After all, this is a man that have been discharged, but yet they kept him. They know all these things they are doing. If you watch recently, they are bringing so many things. Now they can't sue Nigeria. Now they can't disease. They are just bringing out evidences because they know at some point somebody is going to listen to. At some point, look, Biafra has gone this so wide now. You understand me? This Biafra thing, we are just looking at this as a small thing. The world has known about Biafra. At some point, one person is going to listen to Biafra. And all these things are just evidences they are keeping down. You are not to president because we keep saying they are marginalizing us. They are treating us differently with other part of Nigeria. We keep saying these things. All these things are evidences to keep. And when you are tabling down all those marginalization and maltreatment that we are getting from Nigeria, this is part of it. They know that. They know that. Of course, they know they are not going to do it. Nigeria can never do it. But at least that one is another evidence. Keep that. One day, like I'm saying it, maybe it's Trump, maybe I don't know, or anybody is going to say, want to listen to our plight. And all these things are evidences that they will table on that person's table. You understand me? Finland they know all this, but they are like Brahma said, Finland is a small nation. They don't have that powerful voice in the world. But when that nation that have this voice in the world want to listen to, after all, our prime minister submitted so many things to Finland, but they couldn't because the pressure on them was too much. They are too small. They can't do anything. But somebody like America, Trump, like I say, Trump might be a blessing in disguise for us. If he's going to give us audience to listen to our matter, there's no way somebody like Trump will see our predicament and will table all these things, knowing fully well that we are Christians. I'm telling you that man will not do it. It will surprise the world. So that's what I'm saying. They know all these things they are doing. Forget Nnamdi Kanu, they are doing. They're not. Nigeria feel those proudness because they believe they have the backing of the EU. You understand me? So that's why they are doing all these things. But can you imagine? People, do you think if Trump was to be around and that Lekki toll gate took place, Trump would not sanction Nigeria? He would do it. After all, this is a man that put Nigeria in the list of the countries killing Christians. He would do it. But look at Lekki toll gate, Joe Biden and the rest, they pretend like nothing happened. But someone like that will not take it. So at the end of the day, all these things are evidences that we are piling down. Nnamdi Kanu is there not because he has done it, he is there because he's an Igbo man. And when we keep saying this thing that we are not part of Nigeria, they're not treating us like as part of Nigeria. And these are all the things that is going. So that's my take. So they are just doing that. They know it's not going to. It's never going to happen. Never. But that's part of the evidence. Nnamdi Kanu have sued Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu is doing so many things. He's doing it now. The lawyers are doing it just to keep those evidences. So that's my take. So on that part, for my Biafra people, like we have a government now, and we have a government that is working. This government, they are still new. Just how many months? All I'm saying is let's support them with everything we have. Everything we have, let's support them. I believe something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. But all they need from us now is to support. Let's not doubt them in any shape or form. We should support them, not just come here and criticize and say, anywhere if they say they want to go to the West, let's follow them. If they say they want to go to Africa, we don't know better. I know we all know something, but at least they are in front line now. They know better. After all, it's not a state in America, Georgia. I think they've recognized us. Who would have believed that? So when people are saying they're not, no, individual matters. Forget all these things. All these globalists. At a point in time, this globalist rubbish. After all, you see now, Russia have taken some people out of that rubbish. They form BRICS. You see, they form BRICS. Before you know it, all these things will break down. And don't be surprised, Trump is going to destroy this. I'll keep saying this. This is going to pay them back because they dealt with that man. So that's my take. Let's support our government with everything that we have. Financially, morally, support, prayer, everything. We will get there. I'm 100% confident we'll get there. I know that our Prime Minister's dream and our Prime Minister aim and dream is for us to get the recognition of America because he knows once America says yes, no country can say no. And we are almost there. God has brought in somebody different from our everyday politician, somebody that has humanity at heart, somebody that thinks that, yes, people have the right. After all, the first time Trump came, Trump said, he told people, look, I'm going to ban you for coming to America. Just go and fix your country. I'm a businessman. Fix your country. Come to me. Let's discuss business. I will listen to no matter who you are. I will listen to you. So what are you saying? If we as Biafrans, as intelligent as we are, we cannot sit down and talk to. It's interest. The resources belong to us. If we can table that, yes, we can use that as a bargain chip to get recognition. So let's not continue to say, leave the West, leave the West, leave the West. Yeah, we'll leave Europe. Let's focus on America. That's the truth. So that's my take for today. Thank you, Rachus, and thank you everybody for tuning on this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you for that conclusion. May Chukwu Okabiama continue to guide you, prosper you, and strengthen you. My brother Gregory, give us your closing remark as we round up the program.
Yes, thank you, my people. My closing remark is to encourage my people, the Biafrans, wherever you are, stand on your feet. Stand with this administration, Dr. Ngozi Rabeze, the PM. Support her spiritual, support her physical, materially, financially. Preach Biafra so that freedom will come. That is my word to you. And my word to the government of Biafra. Do whatever you can. If you need crawling, crawl to go to White House. If you need flying, fly. If it is kneeling, kneel. If it's rolling, roll to make sure you roll inside this administration of Trump. Whatever it takes. Don't sleep at all. Don't sleep. That is my message to Dr. Ngozi and her cabinet. Don't sleep. The last hope in this Biafra legislation now lies on your hand. Lies in America now. Because if the Finland and the European want to silence Ekpa, there is no other option. You have to bear that in mind. If we sleep this time around, we are gone. So no chance of sleeping. We don't have any hope in Europe anymore. Europe they are trying to betray us now. So our only support and the only courage we can get from any Western world now is in America. And the support we give ourselves to determine that really indeed we want to be free. That is my last word for today. Thank you, Mr. Choose. May God encourage you in your work and encourage all Biafrans.
You see? Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you and I appreciate everyone that has been part of this program from the beginning to the end. May Chukwu Okabiama continue to guide and protect every single one of us as Biafrans. May Chukwu Okabiama guide and protect our Deputy Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nandekan. We pray that Chukwu Okabiama will guide and protect, strengthen all our leaders and continue to keep them for us. Our Deputy Prime Minister will pray for more wisdom, knowledge, understanding wherever she is, that Chukwu Okabiama should lead her to the right path, that we will get to our destination quicker than everybody expects. We pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku for strength. We pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa for more wisdom. We pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa for revelations, wherever he is. We pray that he will join us as soon as possible. We pray for Mazi Nandekano for divine mercy. We pray for Mazi Nandekano for divine strength, for divine revelation. May Chukwu Okabiama grant him his freedom as soon as possible. I thank you all for being part of this program. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Deputy Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, our Supreme Leader shall prosper. Thank you for being part of this program. I will see you again.
So, Ayala, Umo Biafra Nala, Ayala Nalanso, Umbano Kailawa, I got the Choma. I got the Choma. We are unstoppable. We are indefatigable. The 14 states of Biafra. One. Odere. Odegoya. Chidera Biafra. Ayala wala. Mandi no n'obodo Igbo. Mandi no na Nigeria. Mandi no na mba ụwa ọzọ dị iche iche. Obi kadawala. Ọ na-akpanyụ n'ugwu na ndịda. Oge ụnụ anyị erugo. Webe ọṅụ. Webe ọṅụ. Webe ọṅụ. Eluigwe na-enwe ọṅụ. Anyị apụọ. Anyị apụọ. Ana m anụ ya. Na so. Bayagba, 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 bayagba. Shuka. Na so we dey do am. Papa tiri ya nwa ayo. Mama gbara m egwu a. Nwayọ. Ụmụaka ụmụ Biafra ụmụ ọma. Anyị a na-anọ.